Hey there, happy day to you. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 298 of our Be a Better You annual challenge. Today we are talking about step 2 of our IDEANCE process, the process we came up with in January of this year to help us get what we want or overcome challenges that we're having in the different areas and aspects of our life. Now we're working on physical all this month, and I picked for this challenge that I want to lose 20 pounds by the end of the year. That's 10 pounds a month starting next month. And so, but not starting next month where I started, right? So I can achieve my goal and objective. But our action item today, our step that we're diving deep into is D for the desired state. Yesterday, we were really honest with ourselves, brutally honest, sometimes to a painful realization point. But yesterday we decided, okay, this is where we are. This is our current state. And by looking at that more closely, we usually realize this isn't exactly what we want. This isn't where we want to be. And so today we're thinking about what's our desired state. And I guess I already hopped to my desired state yesterday. I want to lose 20 pounds. So yesterday was all about, hey, I'm not where I want to be. My clothes are kind of snug. I got to hang my jeans out of the dryer to air dryer. They're too hard to get into. And who wants to do that at my age? Not me. So what's my desired state? So today our action item is to sit down and write a paragraph or two about ideally what our life is like, what we are like, who we are, how we feel. Because I say state on purpose. I used to say desired story or situation, but I'm like, no, because we're always going for a feeling. So I want it to be, what is my desired state? What is our desired state when we achieve what it is that we want? So I will write down things like, I can throw my jeans in the dryer and I don't have to worry about it. I'm going to slip them on and they're going to be comfortable. Things like that. So think of some things like that. If you can add feelings, from our senses, our sight, sound, taste, touch, anything like that, that just adds to our ability to imagine and visualize what it is that we want. So that's what we're doing today. Today, step 2 is our desired state. What is it that we want? Because from now on, we're going to let go of what we don't want, which is what is the current situation, or we wouldn't have thought of it. And we're going to focus solely on our desired state for the rest of the challenge, right? What is it that we want? How are we going to get there? Because when we look at where we are and where we want to be, that creates a gap between the two. And our job with the IDEANCE process is to fill that gap. We begin filling the gap, and by the end of the year, we want to fill that gap totally. So mine's pretty quick, pretty easy, pretty simple. Well, it's simple to describe and write down and get the feelings associated with. It's not as simple to do. The older I get, the harder it is for me to actually lose weight. And let's be honest, I haven't tried for almost a decade now. I've just kind of been living my life. I tried really hard after my sudden cardiac arrest, but and for several years after that, and have pretty much maintained, but ebbs and flows with the holidays, and that's not good for me, right? We want to be more consistent than that. All right, if you need help with this, if you need help focusing on and describing your desired state, or need a strategy to figure out how to do that, I want to keep it simple this month. I want us to just sit down or go for a walk, go out for a walk in nature, or just get outside if it's not pouring rain or freezing where you are, and let the sun shine on your face and calmly think about, how do I want to feel? What do I want this to look like? And again, we're all working on different things, so it's up to you. But if you need help with that, all you have to do is ask. All right, have an amazing day. And I'm going to, of course, be with you tomorrow for step 3 of the IDEANCE process. Have an awesome day.